So Yiheng Wang finally got a sub 4 3x3 world record average, allegedly using the Weilong v11. I thought people were curious about that cube. And I just got this package from Moyu, which is pretty big, and it might be in here, so let's check it out. Okay, we have quite a bit of cubes here. And yes, it is the Weilong v11. That's it. Looks like this cube is coming in 4 versions, like a lot of the popular cubes that are coming out these days. Here they are, and here they are in English. Okay, so I kind of have to read the Chinese here to understand the versions. But I think there's first the magnetic version, one with UV. This one's UV with 8 magnet ball core, and then 20 magnet ball core UV. I think that's the 4 versions. I don't know the prices of these things, they are new. But for the V10, the prices were, for the 4 versions, $15, $20, $33, and $40, which are honestly all reasonably priced. I don't think we'll get to try out all these cubes, just because they're all the same thing. But I will try out the main ones, which is the least expensive one, and then the most expensive one with the most features. Let's first try out magnetic. The V10 for this was around $15, so it's actually pretty affordable. Accessories, this same tool, pamphlet, and card. And then here's the cube. Comes in this cube box. This one's a bit different, there's a white bottom instead of a clear one. I actually like this look better. Already, from the outside I can feel it's not UV, it's kind of frosted, but not really. Matte, not sure. But the grip is not bad. Okay, wow. So first thing that's noticeable is obviously these magnets. You can see that they're visible. This is a Super Weilong V2. This is my current main. And here's a Weilong V10, which is my main before this cube. And yeah, no visible magnets on these ones. So this is a completely new feature that Moyu's adding, which is cool. I think it's similar to like the Gan or the Chi kind of look. In the corners too. Looks pretty nice. But let's talk about the cube itself. The immediate feel is, it's very smooth. And you can really hear that. There's a bit of clackiness, but it's in a good way. The cube also feels quite light. Obviously this is the version with the least magnets, but even so the turns feel very like effortless. Cutting is as expected, pretty solid. And there really isn't much auto aligning. There's no ball cord. The magnets are like medium to weaker side. But if this cube's around like $15, quite impressive for the price. This is a pretty unique feeling and I'm really enjoying it. I guess the biggest comparison is going to be with the V10. So with the V10, it's more of a blockier, smooth feeling. That's lower pitch. This one's a bit clackier, higher pitched, but also keeps that smoothness. I guess it's going for more of a modern, like light cube, like the Gan style cubes kind of feel. And I think they achieved that feel really well. This cube feels really nice. Should I solve? Not horrible. Yeah, so immediately pretty impressed with this cube. It's a nice balance of like the lightness of the R series, while still having a bit more of a premium feel of the Weilong series. Not as premium as like the Super Weilong series, but if you like the V10 but a bit lighter, this is probably the cube for you. Pretty impressed for the cheapest of the cubes. Now the one I'm obviously more excited for is this one. This one has the 20 magnet ball core and UV. So more likely this is the cube that will contend for my main. Accessories should be the same. I think it's just the cube that's a bit different. Okay, immediately it feels much more premium. It's UV coated, as you can see, and it feels heavier as well. It's not as light as the other one. You can definitely tell this one's really light. This one's more reasonably weighted. So let's check out the feel. Okay, it's quite different. And still pretty light feeling. It's fast, as you can tell. But it feels a bit more swishy than the other one. I actually like the other cubes feel a bit more, I think. This one feels a bit more swishy. And this thing's really, really fast. I need to definitely tone this down. It also feels like really loose, which it is kind of, and a bit unstable. And even with the ball core, I really can't feel the magnets as strongly as the other cube. You would think it's stronger, but the magnets on this cube are actually stronger. This feels pretty weak. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And I don't think you can really adjust the magnets either. I guess you can look at the mechanism now. There's the 20 magnet ball core. The magnets in the feet as well. Doesn't look adjustable. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. You can't really adjust the magnet strips, and it seems a bit weak for the 20 magnet ball core. The system for this cube seems pretty similar to the other cubes. It's no screw, just this tensioning system. Same on this cube, but a different color. Which I think is also the same system on the Super Weilong and V10, so this is nothing new. But something I definitely have to do is tighten this cube and make it a bit slower. Add some loop to it or something, because right now it's pretty ridiculous. I have to like slow down some of this footage and see what these moves are, because this thing is way too fast. Like at least this one, it's fast, but it doesn't feel as crazy. Okay, let's try solving this cube. I feel like it'll be a bit slower because this cube is really uncontrollable right now. Actually not bad solve, but it had some lockups from how fast this cube is. It's just pretty ridiculous. The feel potential is there. It does feel nice, but I definitely need to set this up before I can give my final thoughts. So I guess I'll do that right now and give some more thoughts at the end. So I've been solving on this cube for a little bit, and I have some mixed opinions on it. On one hand, this cube is actually quite nice. The feel is quite nice and it is enjoyable to turn, but the main issues I still have is with the speed and stability. I tightened it a little bit, but it was hard to find a good tension that wasn't too tight without being unstable. The spring compression also helped a lot with slowing down the cube, and I also put a lot of lube in it to slow it down. But I'm still running into issues where I feel like the cube's still a bit unstable. Maybe because the magnets are a bit weaker, and you can't really change them on this cube. So because of those factors, this cube has been pretty volatile for me. I've gotten a lot of really good times that you'll be seeing on screen right now, but I've also gotten quite a few bad times where I get a huge lockup or the cube's just too uncontrollable. I do still think this compares pretty well with the RS series, so if you enjoyed that series, I think this would be a good cube to get, but I wasn't a huge fan of that series, which might explain why I don't like this cube too much. But I'm still going to play around with it a bit more. I also didn't like the Super V2 when it first came out, but it started growing on me, so maybe this cube will as well. We'll see. Either way, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.